You know, I was skeptical about these Pokemon cards, but let me show you. Boom, let me see. Let me find it. I got a good card. My first time ever buying Pokemon cards. Boom, look at that. I don't know, can you see that? Fucking gangster. I looked up the price. And guess what? Your boy made money on Pokemon cards. Something that we might as well talk about on this episode. The government and what they want from people. They want us to be dependent on the government. Not just the cripples and not just the sick. They want everybody dependent on the government. Now, I've voted left, I've voted right, I've done it all. It don't matter if you vote left or right, you're fighting for two wings of the same bird. Okay, now what that means is there's higher oligarchies, there's names much bigger than the US, things that are going on. Now, I pay for advocacy, I pay for my food, I try to survive, and yet I only get $1,000 a month. Nobody can live if their families are not blessed enough. And that's why you have people on the streets, homeless, invading every big city, because nobody can afford to live anymore. Now, yeah, they want us all to find ways and loopholes. But then if we find ways and loopholes, then we get in trouble and tax evaded. And I say we all come together and put a big fucking stop to it all. I'm coming off of MS medication, and people are like, Cameron, do you really think that's a good idea? They're charging me $80,000 every 6 months for my medication. Thank God I'm on Medicare and they take care of it. But it is suppressing my immune system. My body that I have been fighting for. I quit drinking alcohol. I quit doing hard drugs. All these things that fucking affect you and your health and your brain and your mind, I've cut out. I've done the work. Sorry, my nose is so bad in the morning. But no, I've done the work to better my life, and they're like, oh, our medicines are working. It's keep the rich rich and keep the sick sicker. And in my moral compass, deep down in my heart, I am against the beast, against the system, the matrix, and right now they have me a part of it. And I'm getting sick and tired of it. My life's hell. I'm gonna continue doing comedy and continuing doing me, telling my life story to you guys, and whoever listens, listens. But yeah, we all need to wake up and do something about it. We need to start community gardens. We need to raise our own pigs, our own fucking cows. We need to eat good. We need to bring back hunting. I know it's like I might get a lot of hate from left or rights for this or that, but it's time for y'all to wake the fuck up and realize if we don't change the two-party system, our world's coming to an end. So, I definitely want to thank everybody for being a part of this. I'm sorry that I am not going to California. I was really excited about it, but it makes sense. I'm broke. Thank you, fucking government. I can't chase my dreams to become successful, and they want us to believe in the American dream. America will take care of you. The U.S. is fucking got your back. Well, then how come I've been fucking offered millions of other opportunities elsewhere, but I can't leave my family. I can't leave my daughter. I can't abandon what I've created, and like dealing with it has become a big part of life. How do you maneuver through situations that aren't fair, that aren't in your favor? So I'm going with the flow, but I'm coming off a medication. I will continue working on diet, trying to cut out sugar. I'm in love with fucking fruit snacks, but I gotta cut those out. Other than that, like no soda, drinking regular juice and water. I love water, I love juice, so soda isn't hard, but I do have one every once in a while. Let's see, what else is going on? The 19th, I'm doing Tempe Improv, and I have so much jokes, and I have nowhere to work them out because I live far from the valley. So, like, I am so rusty on my material, but it's there. I just gotta study it. Maybe write some more or go to class and, just to work out some of the material that I've already got written. A lot of the material I won't do, just because it's mean, dark, fucking entitled, and I don't want to put that persona out there. It may be the way that I feel, but my comedy is attractive. People like the way that I hold myself and I present myself to a crowd. And that brings me happiness and brings me joy. It's not easy to rock a crowd one hand to the other, and your boy does it with ease. Sorry, humble myself. I do though. I love comedy, and the thing is, people try to write comedy about others, right? And like, what I see in comedy is like, people who write jokes hurting others are because they're not okay with themselves. And like, all my material is self-deprecating and about my life. If you can't smile about the pain, then how are you supposed to get through the good days? I had a quote, and I wrote it down. My aunt wrote it down because so we're talking. And it was mainly to do with addiction and things, bad patterns. But she's like, I'm trying to break this habit. She said something. And I looked at her and I told her, you can change whatever you want to change, but you can't change what it is that you want by running back to the things that left you broken. And that's like, it's huge because when you think about relationships, what do we do when we're sad? We text our ex. What do we do when something goes wrong? We light up a cigarette. We drink a glass of wine. There's so many other ways to maneuver through life that'll make you feel complete. I just want you all to know that, like, if I can do it, you can do it. I was a menace. I was a complete arrogant degenerate. Yes, I still have degenerate qualities. I love gambling. I love, I can't say that word, courtesans, escorts. They're fun. Like, it's a good time. But there's a way to deal with those things. Like, when I win $5,000, instead of blowing it on women, buy gold for my daughter. I don't want to get her a drum set until she's ready for lessons. I played drums when I was younger, and I got into it too young. But I think if I started later and had proper lessons and like discipline, I think I could have been a killer drummer. God, drumming is so sick. I'm a huge music enthusiast. Most of the music that I listen to, people don't know, and they're like, what is this? This is soul. This is heart. This is music, not what you hear on your day-to-day radio. Yeah, there's some good songs on the radio, I'll give them that. But, like, I listen to music that fucking motivates you. Every time before I do a comedy set, people will be sitting there, reading their set, making sure they got it dialed, right? But then they're in their head too much. I go outside, I take deep breaths, and I listen to a couple of my favorite songs. I get in my mode, I get in my zone, and then when they say don't perform high, I smoke from 5 a.m. till the time I go to bed. Why would I be any different? Little hacks and maneuvers. But that's why you must practice your material. I do shows here for an empty room all the time. That's like the best way to practice. Shout out to my boy Term K. He says, Term the type of cat do a show for an empty room. And I took that from that, and I learned from that, and that's how you practice, and that's how you become authentic. Nobody's listening, right? Who's gonna judge you? And that's how you need to look at a crowd, is like, all it is opinions and judgment, and I don't give a fuck about none of it. all I care about is them leaving happier than they came in. And when you do it with authenticity, anything is fucking possible. I want to give a shout out to my boy Wheelchair Phillip. He is a comedian dealing with a hardcore life as well. And he makes the best of it, so everybody go follow him, shout him out, support him on his comedy journey. Let's see, my boy Tom P, he's absolutely killing it. Johnny is a bucket. I'm sorry I haven't been around. I've been dealing with my life and everything that I've got going on. But I'll be back. Vegas, you know I'm not done with you. I love Vegas. I've got a problem with cortisons, escorts, and I hurt one last time I was there, and I hurt myself over it because, they're people too. Yeah, I'm supposed to treat them a certain way, but I don't, right? I treat them like a normal person. Well, me and this girl fell in love, and then I went back and I texted her being an asshole and ruined it, and then lost all my money, and yeah, so I had to recover from Vegas. It's gonna be a couple months. Haha. I love that place, and they got a good comedy scene. Vegas is doing good. California's sick. People say California's comedy scene is dying. That's horseshit. That is absolute 100% garbage. I just got back from there last month. Their scene is better than Texas. I went to Texas. The only thing they got going for them is Kill Tony. You've got Laugh Factory, you've got Comedy Store, you've got the LA Comedy Club, you've got all these things in Cali. You go to Vegas, you've got LA Comedy Store, you've got Wise Guys, you've got, let's put it in reality. How far do you live from each state, and is it worth it? 300 to 400 people are signing up on Kill Tony, and they pull 7 people. Your odds are better getting rich at the casino than getting on Kill Tony. Comedy Store, they have 150 to 300 people sign up, and they pull 30 names. So, my drive from Arizona to California is 4.5 hours or 5 hours, where Texas is 18 hours. And I've gone 2 times to Texas there and back to try their scene, their everything, and everybody is the gatekeepers and they think they're the fucking shit. And let me tell you something, they're not that funny. Like Arizona, California, and Las Vegas, you guys have got a fucking comedy scene. Keep it going. I have yet to been to New York. I'd love to go to New York. And I'd also love to do Florida, because I like fucking dirty women, and that's just fucked up, but it's the truth. They deserve love too. Vegas and Miami, that's literally where women just sell themselves to make a living. and it's sad. Why don't you come home to Big Papa and let me take care of you? But, no, it's the truth. I'd love to hit New York. I'd love to hit Florida. But Phoenix, Arizona, California, we've got the scenes here. You want to do something? Hollywood is not a fucking joke. Like, people come out of fucking Hollywood. Have you never heard? Lost in Hollywood, wash up, whatever. Some of it down. Yeah, okay. They came out of there, well, they're actually from a different country. But they moved to Hollywood. Now, if you could afford Hollywood, or you're healthy enough just to live on the streets and try to blow up, go to fucking California. Who the fuck cares about the politics? You don't have to stay there forever. All you have to do is get your name out there and be seen. Be authentic. Tell the people how you feel. That's not normal. And what's really sad is, like, everybody thinks that comedy is gonna be the way to success. There has to be more to it. Like, you gotta do YouTube. I hate social media because everything I see on there I just hate and talk shit about. So I need to get myself like a Facebook and Instagram manager who only posts my comedy gigs and stuff like that. But social media is huge, especially in a world of networking and connecting with other people. Let's see. I want to do comedy. I would love to film blackjack and casino stuff. But like all these other YouTubers, how they get permission, I don't know. I've called HR at Desert Diamond and they won't let me film. I've reached out to Adam at El Cortez. I don't know. I play blackjack and maybe they just don't want me to film so I can teach y'all how to win money. That is another thing I think about all the time is like, do I really want to teach people how to make money? Because Mickey Mace is selling it for $50 million online. I don't want to fuck with his idea of robbing you guys. But making money in a casino is not fucking rocket science. You can't just go like our local casino, our table maxes aren't big enough to make real money. So that's all it is you gotta realize the luck is the thing. You have to get lucky. But doubling $100 6 times is $6,400. So think about that. 6 hands. If you have a casino with big enough high limit rooms, high enough betting limits, and you could win 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32, and 32 to 64. that's 6 hands, and you just made, what is that? $6,300 off of $100. Now, I'm not gonna give more of my secrets away because you're not gonna get lucky every time. You're not gonna win every hand. But that is the best way to try to make money in a casino, is just parlay, 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 parlay. Boom, 5 times, 6 times, you have a way more money than you did if you get lucky. Where people will double their money in a machine, sit there and play, hoping it'll give you back. No, it don't work like that. Take your money and go bet it somewhere else. Take your money and go bet it somewhere else. That's why I love table games. Table games are a way of life. Usually bet your birthday, dude. Birthdays are lucky. I don't know why I've smacked on my birthday almost every time I play roulette, and I rarely play roulette, and that's like luck. Luck is involved. It's a thing. But you put $20 on 5 numbers, that's $100. If you win it, $730 or something like that. Yeah, I mean, realistically, let's do that math. You're up 600, you take your original 100 that you started with, which is now 700. You have to look at it like that. Now you go bet the 700. Boom, you're at 14 if you win. Basic math is a real thing, and anybody can do it. Anybody can figure it out. Why do you think they have a stock market? It's for higher roller gamblers, people that can't go to a casino and bet on tables, so they bet on shit coins. Yeah, I think that was a good talk this morning. I might get some videos of me drifting. But anyways, I love you guys. This is what I'm watching. Peace out.